There's a lot of skepticism about these numbers, with people going, it must be any possible explanation except people really launching new businesses. What would you say?
Well, I'd say a couple of things. This new applications data is really high quality data from the Census Bureau. If you're going to be an employer business, a necessary condition for being a new business is you got to apply for an EIN. And so this is actually literally the universe of applications for new EINs that we're tracking on a very high frequency basis. And it's also the case, it's called SS4 is the form. It's an online form. So it's basically automated. So there's sort of no association with this being a backlogs or anything like that. And also there's various checkboxes on the form that provide information about why you're applying for a new EIN. And we are seeing, as you noted, actually I'll go and say a surprising surge in in applications for new employer businesses. I have some thoughts about why that's the case, but you're also right to note that in the Great Recession, this same series plummeted.
Yeah, so I also want people to know that there's a broader series that would include freelance workers, independent contractors, gig workers. That's running up 18% higher than a year ago, and we've actually stripped that out. So this is really just focusing on startups among likely employers. People are going to hire, and as everybody knows, this is the engine of job creation, and this engine totally stalled after the last recession for years, actually. So if you think that this is a real phenomenon, what's driving it?
Well, I actually think the COVID-19 contraction is going to be more of a restructuring contraction. That doesn't mean it's a good thing we're having this contraction. Indeed, it's terrible. You just had a great story about the difficulties that individuals are facing layoff. But I think we recognize that the new economy and the new normal, as though I know what that is likely to look different. And I think COVID-19 is accelerating trends that were already going on. And so again, if we want to ask ourselves, who are these new businesses? I think, unfortunately, Census does not yet release the data by industry, but I think once they do, I think we'll begin seeing that the U.S. economy is pivoting, not surprisingly, to I'll say any kinds of goods or service activity that a new business can promote. Remote activity and online activity, and essentially what's happening right now is there are obviously lots of existing businesses that are working very hard to pivot themselves, and that actually opens up market opportunities for potential new businesses.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.